reporting.
The defense says that Oscar Pistorius thought that his girlfriend was a burglar when he shot and killed her. 4 times she was shot. The athlete's agent says that he rejects the murder allegations in the strongest terms. All right, well, 6 to 10 inches of snow could hit our area tomorrow while most dread it. A local hardware store is welcoming the big snowstorm. Houston's hardware store in Prairie Village wants to sell some of its winter inventory. And spring is officially when, Brett?
March 20th.
March
It usually
20th.
starts on March 20th, 21st, and a month away. So still some winter left.
Yeah, and the big winter storm is knocking on our door.
Yeah, biggest one in a couple of years here in Kansas City is what it looks like.
Witnesses are saying they heard a nonstop argument at the home of Olympian Oscar Pistorius shortly before police say he fatally shot his girlfriend. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Curtis J. Jiao Jiao is on assignment. She's actually on the plaza right now with the latest information about the explosion that happened yesterday, so she's gathering information. But for now, we're going to go to the next big story. Obviously, the storm that is coming our way. We're talking about 6 to 10 inches of snow that could hit us.
Yes, starting tomorrow morning, last on the winter storm.
Definitely. All right, Brett, thank you. Now to our next big story. A body that has been found in the rubble at the site of where JJ's restaurant once stood after a massive explosion there yesterday. Jiao Jiao Shen is out there where JJ's used to stand. So, Jiao, what's the latest?
Yeah, well, Curtis.
Let's hope that's not the case. All right. Thank you, Major. We actually have a crew on the road right now. She's in South Johnson County. So let's go to Jenna Hanchard to take a look at the roadways. How's everything looking, Jenna?
Well, we just saw some more.
So we definitely need you to be our eyes during this storm.
A lot of eyes out there, so help us cover the storm. Our team doing a good job. We need you as well. It is 7:55 right now, and that storm is canceling a lot of flights. In fact, we just got word canceled all the flights out of KCI.
Yeah, Sarah Hollenbeck live there right now monitoring this update. Sarah.
Brett, thank you. And all new this midday, we hear from the firefighters who pulled a 3-year-old boy from a burning apartment building in Kansas City.
Yeah, it was a moment that gave the crew on truck 8.
Police say 2 children and 1 adult are dead after a 30-car pileup on a Detroit freeway yesterday. The pileup stretched more than a mile along I-75. Look at that mess. And authorities are saying that the children are siblings, 7-year-old boy, a 9-year-old girl from Ontario. Their parents were injured in the crash. Police say blinding snow, strong winds, and slick roads are to blame.
We'll see. We have a time lapse. And we'll put this to the test.
Can't wait to see it. All I know, just from my experience, that the water lines, hot water line and a cold water line, doing a home rehab, there was a house that had very poor insulation. The hot water line, when it got cold, would be the first one to freeze compared to the cold.
Wow.
Don't know why.
Okay.
But maybe you'll explain it, mad scientist.
I may. I will.
Go get your lab coat.
Okay.
Get ready. All right.
Burger King has found traces of horse DNA at a plant that supplies its UK beef patties. This morning, we were out there. We were doing a couple of experiments. One in particular shows which one's going to freeze faster, hot water or cold water.
Now, and the theory would be that because a hot liquid will evaporate faster, the mass will be reduced, and then it should freeze faster.
Could.
Or a colder liquid is closer to the freezing point.
Yes, because it's already cold.
Yeah, so it should get down to 32 degrees. So we put it for average highs.
Looking forward to that.
I know.
All right, thank you, Brad. Saying I do could save your life. There's a new study that found married people who had about 60% fewer heart attacks than unmarried peers.
As much.
If you take your lunch to the office fridge, you may want to put a padlock on it because a new study says that 1 in 12 people say that they've stolen a coworker's lunch. Over 4% of those thieves say that they just couldn't resist. And it's not only lunches they're stealing. The survey also found that 13% also take their lunch break for as long as they can get away with it.
Who does that really? I mean, steal someone's lunch from the fridge?
You know what? We had someone doing this at my old shop. I apologize, I just dropped the phone. But we had someone stealing a lot of folks' lunch in Memphis, my old station. That one time I actually had leftover chicken wings. I had ordered like half a dozen, only ate a few of them because they were big, and I left a couple with the bones in there. Came back the next day, and someone ate my leftover chicken wings
with your leftover
and left the bones in.
Wow.
I'm like, throw it away.
Wow.
That's so rude.
That is really rude.
It's pretty bad. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. All right.
The forecast is pretty rude, too. It's real.
Welcome back. There's a new zombie movie in theaters today, but it's not really your normal horror film.
All right. Warm Bodies is a warm-hearted comedy filled with some romance. Chris Allen has a preview.
41 Action News.
Good Friday morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Curtis J. The big story today, how cold is it? Let's go outside for that. That's where Zhao Zhao Shen and Brett Anthony are right now. They're all bundled up, and both of you, I gotta say, I was out there a little bit earlier, and it's probably the coldest day so far we've seen. Is that right, Brett?
Yeah, easily. It's the coldest morning so far
Well, it
this
certainly
season.
feels like it.
That is so cool. And that didn't take that long, right?
No,
Yeah.
less than a minute? Yeah.
Man.
Wow.
Okay. So we're gonna, what are you doing with it, Zhao? Is it all over you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of falling
It's
apart.
flaky now.
It's flaking, yeah.
All right.
That's
Hey,
crazy.
Zhao, I gotta say something really quick. I really like your hat. It reminds me,
Thank
remember that show
you.
Blossom?
Oh my gosh, yes. I used to love that show back to the 90s.
Totally, yeah. It's a good looking hat. All right, you two, thank you. We're going to check back with you guys soon. And folks, bundle up outside. Wear your thermal underwear. Do what you need to. It is 3 degrees. All new this morning into our newsroom, KCK police are looking for the driver of a hit-and-run accident that sent one person to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. A man walking a dog along a beach in England came across a very sticky lump of rock and decided to take it home. Well, it turns out, take a look at this rock, everyone. It's a very interesting story. That rock, the best financial decision that man could ever make. That rock turned out to be whale vomit. Very rare, very, very valuable. In fact, that rock could be worth more than $150,000, according to British media. Today, we hope to hear from the Kansas City firefighter who rescued a 3-year-old child from a burning apartment. This fire broke out just before noon yesterday at the Ruskin Place Apartments at 113th and Blue Ridge Boulevard.
Well, the wind's not that bad, really.
Yeah, the wind's not that bad. Plus, we just got out here. I mean, if you're staying out here for any amount of time, you're going to be shivering. We got out here about 5 minutes ago, and it is pretty cold. I don't know what the temperature is exactly, Brett, but would you say it's easily in the single digits?
Oh, yeah, here on the plaza,
Yeah.
it's got to be about
Yeah.
maybe 6 or 7 degrees. We can nail, put a nail in a board with the banana.
Really?
Yeah.
You think it's going to get that cold?
I think so.
All right, we'll see all of these experiments that little mad scientist over here is going to be doing throughout the morning show.
All right, let me check the forecast for you right now.
That's
For
the high.
That's the high.
All right, so the
26
coldest
degrees.
part of the morning will be?
At 7 to 8 a.m.
There you go. So definitely bundle up. And this is like thermal underwear weather.
Oh, yeah,
Get
2
it
layers
out.
of that if you got it.
All right, there you go. Zhao, we'll send it back to you in the studio as you, I think you're going to be out here in the next 30 minutes because they're going to let me back in and just bundle up when you come out because you'll need the thickest coat that you have.
Oh, I am ready to go. I've got my...
Good Friday morning, everyone. TGIF, I'm Curtis J. It is frigid out there. Frigid Friday and the beginning of February. Zhao Zhao Shen is outside our studios with meteorologist Brett Anthony to talk about the cold temperatures. Brett and Zhao, man, it is freezing out there, and even with the layers that you have on, you still feel it.
I've only been out here
Shivering.
for like 2 minutes.
All right, Major, we'll check back with you. Thank you for that. And the party is started in New Orleans. Football fans are pouring into the Big Easy for this weekend Super Bowl. But this week is also serious business for the Big Easy, a chance to show the world that they've made it all the way back. Jay Gray is live outside the Superdome this morning with a closer look at the city and the Super Bowl celebrations. I don't think the party ever ends there. Jay Gray.
Yeah, Curtis, I think you're absolutely right.